Hey guys, Moustache here, this time with another figure review, this time from the DC Collectibles Arrow line. This time we have the Dark Archer. So looking at the box here, much like the other series, or DC Collectibles figures, like the Flash we have in the background, we do get a very nice Dark Archer here on the side, Arrow on the bottom, as well as the DC Collectibles on the bottom here. Looking at the side, like I said, the Dark Archer. And then looking at the back, we do see the other figures in the series. I know my local toy store is getting the Deathstroke and the suited up Arrow very soon, so I'll be doing the reviews for that. I might even go ahead and pick up these other two as well, like Deadshot and the Black Canary. So let's go ahead and take a look at the other side. We do get a picture of the figure with this Dark Archer, and he is number 5 in this series. So let's go ahead and crack him open and check him out. So here he is, the Dark Archer outside the box. He looks very nice. As you can see, he kind of resembles a lot of the things we're seeing currently on this season with episode 3 with the Arrow. And we'll go ahead and take a look at his accessories first, of course. He does come with this awesome bow. I'm going to have to hold it to the side because it kind of blends in. But the kind of compound bow here, it looks very cool. It's nice that we get the string like we did with the Oliver Queen figure, so that can extend. As well as we do get an arrow here. The only bad thing is that it does resemble the Oliver Queen arrow, so it is green, it's not black, as well as it's not kind of like that that tribal arrow we've kind of been seeing from the League of Assassins. So that's very cool. And we'll go ahead and actually put this in his hand and kind of check out some of the articulation with this figure next. So with this figure here, some of the articulation is hindered because of his kind of coat and things like that, so we'll go ahead and check it out. So with this right arm here, or the left arm, it does go up about that far. It does bend about that much here. We don't get the 90 because of the kind of close here. We do get a 360 degree at the elbow, which is nice. And then we do get 360 degree at the wrist, as well as front and back. So that's very nice. Going to the other arm, same thing. Up about that far. Less than 90, and then the 360 degree, and then 360 degree at the wrist, and front and back. So looking at the back as well, he does come with this really nice, different version of the Quiver of Arrows, which looks very cool. If you don't know, I'm going to kind of spoil something for you right here. This Dark Archer, I want to say, is based on Malcolm Merlyn, and that's why he kind of has some of that look, even though these are also the look of the League of Assassins. But I want to say it does go off of that Malcolm Merlyn look. I wish it would have come with a kind of separate piece. As well as this kind of is it. He doesn't have a lot of face articulation because of the hood. He only looks over about that far. And then same thing with the other side. If I can try to move it that way. Only about that far. And as you can see, it's not much. It would be really cool if we could get, a hoodless one. And when you move the hood away, it does, allow it for more articulation. But I don't want to kind of mess up the mold of the hood. We'll go ahead and move down to the legs. Looking at the legs here, we do get the more than 90 here that we've been seeing with the other figures, because we have that kind of two-piece knee. And then going down to the foot, we do get 360 degree at the foot here, just because of the way the joint is. It kind of goes in through the foot this way. And then, much like that, and then it goes up and down right there. We don't get a toe bend, which would be kind of nice. And then the feet, or the legs, only go about that far just because of this coat. This coat isn't cut in any way. I kind of wish it was, because then it would allow for more, poses. Going to the other leg, it's just the same thing. More than 90 here because of that two-piece. And then going down to the foot, it does the 360 degree like that on the point. And then the up and down here. And so looking at the hands as well, the hands do accommodate the different things, much like the Oliver Queen hand. It can hold the arrows, but this one is only the one, of course. And much like that, you can do that. But going over to this hand over here, this one was a little trickier in getting the actual bow and arrow in there, or the bow in, I mean. So when you go ahead and try to work this in there, as you can see, you kind of do have to bend the hand back and then work that in like that. And the bow actually looks very nice like this. In the picture, it actually has it up here, But another thing I noticed too, though, is that it doesn't give you the range of motion like the Oliver Queen does with, you know, having the arrow holstered, as well as it doesn't give you a finger to hold the string for the arrow, or for the bow. So as you try to, you know, simulate it shooting, there's nothing that you can kind of hook it on, because this hand isn't open at all, unless you try to hook it on the back here, and it ends up, you know, being kind of a long stretch with that. So let me go ahead and try to do that here, and you would just kind of plug this in, and you get that, but it doesn't look as good as it does with the Oliver Queen bow and arrow. One thing I do want to mention too, since it is the compound bow, I'm not sure if this is actually the same bow we get with the arrow version of Oliver Queen, but this does look very cool. If you do get a chance, pick him up. He is very nice. Like I said, I was able to pick him up at my local toy store. But you know, you can probably pick these up at Big Bad Toy Store. I know like Target and Walmart don't have these figures. But you know, if you do have kind of a local comic book store, I'm sure they also have it as well. So, Mustache again with another DC Collectibles Arrow review. Mustache again. Peace.